Hello, welcome to La Excellence. Due to offline classes, I couldn't upload the video in the morning. In the next 3-4 days also, we will upload the video little late. Right, our first issue is Assam Mizoram border dispute. Mizoram and Assam, they share three regions, Barak Valley, Lushai Hills, and they have border with Bangladesh also. There are boundary demarcations that have happened in 1875 and 1933. Two times boundary demarcations have happened between Mizoram and Assam region. In 1993 demarcation, there was no clarity. Part of Lushai Hills and part of Manipur went to Assam. Now that region has become a conflict. Mizo leaders said that in 1875, Mizo leaders were consulted, we agree. But in 1933 agreement, Mizo leaders were not consulted. That's why we are not going to accept the boundary line. Only in 1875 boundary line is acceptable, 1933 boundary line is not acceptable. And the lush green areas of Lushai Hills went to Assam, that is traditionally, conventionally part of Mizo culture. So in this context, they said this is our territory. But Assam says, according to 1933, that is our territory. In this context, recently violence has erupted in the border region, which led to death of civilians. In this context, Parliament, through law, can change the state boundaries. Now, if the Parliament wants to change that particular region from Assam to Mizoram, it can do. And in northeastern states, sectarian tribalism has become the basis for many interstate conflicts. Assam Meghalaya, Assam Arunachal Pradesh, all these regions have border disputes because northeast is ethnically diverse area. So as the division of states has not happened based on the ethnicity, this has led to many conflicts. Next issue is Dholavira region of Gujarat. It is enlisted now in UNESCO's World Heritage Site. Recently, Ramappa Temple was listed as 39th Indian site in UNESCO's World Heritage List. This is the 40th one. It is present in the Gujarat region. This is a Harappan city, IVC city. This city is famous for its irrigation structures, and in South Asia, from 3rd to mid 2nd BC, this particular region flourished. It was discovered in the year 1968 and it has unique characteristics. That's why, based on this, UNESCO has identified this as World Heritage Structure, World Heritage Cultural Structure. Next issue is National Farmers Database. Government in the Parliament announced that it will only include the land owning farmers in the digitized land records. That means the farmer who owns the land, his name and the land number will be included in the database. And this database will be used for targeted delivery of benefits by the government. In this context, as this database is linked to digital land record management system, it would only include the legal owners of the agricultural land. That is good. But in India, landless farmers are more, tenant farmers are there, landless farmers are there. So in this context, going for such database without including the tenant farmers is not going to be much effective because they need the support. Yes, land owning community needs support. We agree. But then landless community also requires support in this context. This database has to be extended. Next issue is South China Sea dispute. UNCLOS, United Nations Convention on Law of Seas, UNCLOS Permanent Court of Arbitration in the year 2016 has said that South China Sea cannot be claimed by China and it doesn't have complete or exclusive sovereign rights in that particular region. We have China, Vietnam, Philippines, Taiwan, Malaysia and Brunei. All these countries, they have competing claims. And China's 9-dash line, it has demarcated a 9-dash line which China says belongs to India. Within that region, all the resources belongs to China. That has been a controversy now. Paracel Islands, Spratly Islands, part of South China Sea, have become a controversial issue now. In this context, USA recently said that we are not going to antagonize China. We don't want to provoke China, but we are not going to yield to Chinese threats like this. We need freedom of navigation. That's USA's stand. Next issue is Parliamentary Committee on MSMEs. Parliamentary Standing Committee on MSME recently said that during the COVID period, MSMEs got affected more. Yes, everyone got affected, but MSMEs, because of the small financial base and fragility, they got affected more. But then government has provided for loans and long-term measures such as credit guarantee schemes, etc. But government did not address the immediate cash flow situation. Immediate relief measures are not there. That led to especially small enterprises into grim situation. In this context, fiscal stimulus should address the immediate issues also. We call that as fiscal stimulus. Fiscal stimulus should address the immediate crisis. Then only revival of the sector happens. Next, let us understand the editorials. First one is Afghanistan issue. It is said that unified voice is necessary to deal with Afghanistan issue. Recently, Shanghai Cooperation Organization Contact Group on Afghanistan, SCO Defense Ministers meet in Tajikistan, Central and South Asia Conference on Regional Connectivity in Uzbekistan. In all these meetings, Afghanistan issue has been discussed. What is happening there? NATO forces, especially USA, is going back from Afghanistan. Now Taliban are getting into control of many areas. Afghanistan's government is getting weakened. Afghanistani forces are run out by Talibans. In this context, it leads to strategic security concerns for the regional countries, especially to India. In this context, India and other regional countries together should resolve the issue. It is not a bilateral issue, it's a regional issue. In this context, cooperation from the regional countries is utmost necessity. Next issue is floods in Europe. Floods in Europe, especially in the northern Europe, floods have happened in the recent weeks, in the recent days. Germany, Austria, all these regions, they got affected. Heavy rainfall over a short period of time resulted in overflowing of rivers, canals and other water bodies that led to floods. In this context, Dutch case study is important. They go beyond building dams, dikes and walls. They say that you live with the water, you protect the nature. That's the mantra of it. So they believe in creating adequate space for the rivers to overflow by protecting the floodplains and deepen the river beds, create the alternative channels for excess water. These things have made that country more resilient. Now, many of the northern European countries reeled under floods, but this particular country, have been resilient for the floods. In this context, Dutch embarked upon several projects to widen the river banks, reshape the areas around rivers. In this context, United Nations Development Programme, World Bank, European Union Post-Disaster Needs Assessment, they have submitted a report after 2018 Kerala floods. They said, building proper draining capacity of the rivers and canals, this must be the priority. And it also called for removal of obstructions and encroachments from the existing water channels, proper maintenance of water channels, creating additional channels for the water to flow. These are long-term measures. In the short term, strengthening the disaster readiness, disaster planning, disaster preparation to deal with sudden rainfall, because climate change is leading to extreme climatic events. So sudden and intense rainfall is going to be normal in the next coming years. In this context, being prepared for that is one of the important steps. So this can be a good case study for our disaster management. Our last issue is anti-trafficking bill. Government has proposed for Trafficking in Persons Prevention, Care and Rehabilitation Bill 2021. It aims to tackle all the aspects related to trafficking, social aspect, economic causes of this. Human trafficking, it's not an isolated crime. It leads to other crimes like black money, child labor, child marriages, prostitution, bonded labor. So in this context, this needs to be given primacy. Child rights, etc. These things gets violated. In this context, primacy needs to be given. Trafficking, but then this trafficking bill also has certain criticism that death penalty is mentioned. Plus, forceful relocation and rehabilitation should never be the solution. So these things need to be kept in mind while passing this particular bill. These are today's articles. Thank you very much. All the very best.